David, my independent reporting comes back with something different on this. Okay?
Tell me, what do you got?
Do you remember not that long ago, we had a consortium that was announced? JP Morgan, Berkshire Hathaway, Amazon.
Yes, a very early days effort to revolutionize, for lack of a better term, the way healthcare is dispensed, healthcare services.
Close to people who are involved.
Okay.
And that's to cut out AmerisourceBergen.
Got it.
Cut out Cardinal.
The middlemen, so to speak.
Because Jeff Bezos believes if he can lower the price of healthcare, he can become even more dominant, really eviscerate some of the competitors. JP Morgan feels that way. This is the principal right now expense. Well, and so I think that Walgreens may not be as smart as they think they are in buying this, because I think that these companies are going to be squeezed by that venture and therefore squeezed by others who have to compete. David, you're going up against Bezos. Now, it's true that the Death Star sometimes misses its man.
Occasionally.
But I would say that it's a great time for AmerisourceBergen to sell, which is why I asked whether Walgreens initiated this. Because if I were Cardinal or AmerisourceBergen McKesson, I would sell if I saw that Amazon's going to get traction, because they want to cut out the middleman, whom they, by the way, they believe, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure these companies would argue against, but take the copay.
Right.
Amazon believes that the copay is a huge windfall for these companies because they only pay pennies for the drugs. And Amazon believes that VIG can be wiped out.
Amazon attacks margin in every single business.
Thank you.
By the way, we should note that the Journal reporting as well this morning that it is turning their, quote, nascent medical supply business into a major supplier to U.S. hospitals, or pushing to do so.
Right, that's another margin.
That is something the market is digesting today. But again, to your point, to the extent there's a great deal of margin there, Amazon's going to attack it in the belief that there's an opportunity for it to capitalize.
Totally agree.
And so supplying to hospitals seems to be yet another area. As we pointed out, they've gotten a number of licenses in states for medical devices, not pharmaceuticals.
Right.
At least not yet.
But there were people who disputed that. Remember, there was the St. Louis Post-Dispatch article, and it got very convoluted.
We have more news from our friends at Broadcom that we should get to this morning.
Okay.
Of course, yesterday, Hock Tan, the company's CEO, sat down with Jim and me. Somebody was correcting my grammar yesterday. I think I went with Jim and I.
Right, you have to drop the phrase, drop the name Jim. So it sat down with I or sat down with me, and the answer is sat down with me, and that's how you know that. Okay?
Thank you.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.